Welcome to Tuberchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Overton, Son of a King. And this is a creator who's fairly new in the Tuberchat family, just finding us within the last month or so, but has already shown great generosity. And this creator seeks to inspire us in spiritual ways more than anything else, as well as they give us some sightseeing around London, some food videos of different types, including cooking, and then of course vlogs. So we're looking forward to more variety from this creator. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. With 227 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. And you get an idea of some of the variety that they've got on their channel right now. Pardon me, already. Now, this creator brings us all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams, and hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. So I've got quite a few names on our wheel to get us started for today. The Gathering Within and Runneth Over Garden and Life were very early with I Am Betty J Gathers. And John H. Shelton dropped, pardon me, a highlighted milestone message through the chat when they came in as well. I see that Hilda DC is in the house. She is part of our moderator squad. And Scratch and Pete PA, of course, is always with us. And then Michael's Adventure sends his regards for today. He is a very dear friend to all of us here in Tuberchat, but he can't be here every single day because he's got, just due to a work schedule. So he always makes sure that I remember to let everybody know that he is thinking about us and he should be back tomorrow. Painting with Squirrels is in the house. You got to watch the spelling on that one when you want to connect with that creator, but if you spell it correctly, you'll get over there. The Gathering Within is here. That is a fellow Canadian who has been an incredibly supportive friend and creator for a long time. That is Jen, and she has a very unique channel, as a matter of fact. So I always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, but we did have a little bit of extra activity. Crocheting with Leanne dropped a super chat on us right as we started, as did Dave's Adventures. That used to be Thrill Seeks. They just changed their channel name not too long ago. For anybody that's brand new to Tuberchat, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here and everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Mrs. VSNC09 is here as well, and Tori's Brain Games is actually going to be featured on Monday. So it's great to see you here. They're here with us frequently. John H. Shelton actually has two channels. We'll look at both of those when we get that creator up on the screen. In the meantime, I'll do a few more introductions. I don't mean to miss anybody, but as long as everybody's still active, we should come around to everybody. Alan's Awesome Keto World, it's good to see you here. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. Baron, it's always good to have you here. Connection of lives and interest. It's good to have you in the house as well, especially so early. Fatima Tuna is here. Gloria's Platter is back again. She's here with us just about every single day in the lap of nature. It's good to see you back. Jubba Jub Productions has been coming by frequently. Mrs. Nad is in the house. It's good to see you here. And forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time with Tuberchat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody will be willing to connect here. And so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. So again, I was talking about Overton, Son of a King, and this is a creator who found us just about a month ago with all three types of content on their channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. They seek to inspire us in a spiritual way. And they have got some sightseeing videos, some travel, as well as some food and lots of vlogs as well. So we're still getting to know this creator, but hopefully you'll join us in welcoming them into the Tuberchat family. We'd love to push them a little bit farther. They have already shown over and above generosity here in the Tuberchat family. Life with Jaleesa, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Tay Weezy, the champ, is in the house. It's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And let's look at Crocheting with Leanne. We're going to get moving pretty quick today. The Bud Files is in the house. They were actually just featured on Tuberchat as well. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Crocheting with Leanne also happens to be a member, but she dropped a super chat just as we started, so we wanted to put this channel up right away. They have hit their 1,000 subscribers, as we can see, so hopefully we'll push them upward and onward and get that 1,000 locked in for them, and likely they'll be working on some watch hours now, and hopefully we can push them towards monetization. I'm sure that's a goal that's on just about everybody's mind here. Designs by CAD Pro is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. They also happen to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel right away. Of course, we're going to get to Dave's Adventures next because he dropped a super chat on us as well. Crocheting with Leanne brings us crocheting of a lot of different types of items, including scarves. I don't know why I can't learn these sentences. You'd think it would be so easy. I have to resort to the about page every time. Scarves, shawls, blankets, ponchos, and graphgans. But she also writes patterns for other creators as well, so that when somebody sees something that they like that Crocheting with Leanne has made, then they'll be able to make the same thing, which is really, really cool and another way to show generosity, in my opinion. So Crocheting with Leanne is also an extremely supportive creator. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams supporting others, I run into her regularly. And then Baron, you know how the wheel works already. I'm not going to do that today. And pardon me while I just drop a quick message in the chat. And Don Ray B, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody again. And you know, for those of you who haven't seen the wheel many times before, or wonder exactly how things work here, how do we put channels on the screen? It's open to everyone, absolutely, and after a little while I'll get some names out of our chat list, but we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. It's a little benefit for them. And then in the case of a couple of creators like Crocheting with Leanne or Dave's Adventures who drop super chats on us, we just put their channels up right away. So like I said, it's open to everybody, but those couple of activities just speed things up. So we'll look at Dave's Adventures right now. This is a longtime dear friend. It used to be Thrill Seeks. He changed his channel name actually, and we'll see what he's got going on his channel for today. And then as well, we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And then it takes a little while to get onto the wheel or the screen. I'm trying to work on ideas for how I can speed things up, so I'll try to do that today. Home Bartending with John is in the house. And like I keep saying, they happen to be a member. So I'm putting them on the wheel immediately. And it goes based on an order that's helped be determined by the one of the chat robots, if that makes any sense. And it keeps statistics in the background. Much more about how active you are in the chat, how much you're supporting other creators, than it is about time spent here. But eventually they go in order. We're going to be here a long time, at least 2 hours today, so we got lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Mrs. Kanky Curly, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. It's been a while since I've seen that name, but it is a fun name for sure. Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you here. I know they came in yesterday just towards the end of the stream. I didn't get to every channel yesterday. We try to. Most days we're not able to get to every single one. But again, it just goes in order based on a little bit of how long you're here. here and how active you are in the chat. Dave's Adventures brings us a lot of travel videos. This was Thrill Seeks, very much focused on theme parks and roller coasters, but he brings other attractions and other types of travel and destinations now. Dave's Adventures, as well as a longtime dear friend, fully monetized with super chats and memberships available when we get there, and almost 1,400 subscribers. He's got some members only content as well for the members over there. A lot of familiar faces in his featured channels list. And then Dave's Adventures also has a second channel, and his wife has a channel as well, Kaz's Crafts and More. And Dave's Who Reviews is another channel from the same creator behind Dave's Adventures. I'm just going to take another video from you and put it in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with this channel. He's got 23 subscribers over here. If you're a Doctor Who fan, you'll definitely enjoy the content, but Dave's Adventures has been a dear friend for a long time, so you'll definitely get a lot of support from this creator after you connect with them either way. Thank you one more time for your super chat, by the way. Bayou Bengal 25 is in the house. I'm going to get them on the wheel in a moment. John H. Shelton is coming up right now, and I see the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is in here as well. So let's get John H. Shelton up on the screen. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm just getting Bayou Bengal 25 and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch onto our Wheel of Doom for today. We'll spin again in another moment. And then, Dangerous Jobbers, good to see you in the house. Forks and Chopsticks has been a long time friend of Tuberchat as well. Now, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active. We should get around to everybody. Tori's Brain Games just grabbed a silver membership, so thank you for that. I'm going to put Tori's Brain Games onto our wheel right away. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them, but because he just got a membership right now, we're going to add him on there right this second. And ironically, or it's not so ironic, but just fun, Tori's Brain Games channel is going to be featured on Monday. Just like we see a different featured channel here on Tuberchat every single day based on generosity that I see within the YouTube streets and the Tuberchat community. And we feature them across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. So as well, what's Hilda DC? Am I missing Hilda DC's messages? I always miss the moderator's messages more than anybody else. I don't know why that is. It's almost like I've trained my brain to not look at their messages, because I know they're usually welcoming other creators and things like that, and they reach out to me when they need to. But Hilda DC, we see you there. She's a dear friend and has been for a long time. And Scratch and PPA, of course, is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5 years on YouTube. They're both on our wheel as moderators, and we'll look at their channels soon enough. I need a quick second. I'll be right back. We'll talk about John H. Shelton and his 2 channels. I forgot that I think I did that yesterday. I took off for a quick second. I think I didn't mute the mic, so I don't know how many people caught that blooper yesterday, but it was probably nice and loud. Couch Potato, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for another super chat. They've done that before. For that reason, we'll put their channel up next after John H. Shelton, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment or so. And then Fatima Tuna, I think I welcomed you earlier. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Yeah, Hilda DC's there. She's there. Andre Southgate is in the house. They bring us prize fighting. John H. Shelton is actually a longtime friend of Tuberchat from the UK. He is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. He does a lot of variety on his channel. There's a little bit of comedy in there, a lot of short filmmaking that you'll find. He's got 2 different channels. So you can see that this one here's approaching or just past 5,700 subscribers. He's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him over here, including super chats and memberships when we get there. I'm just going to take his latest video. It's easy to follow behind with John H. Shelton because he posts frequently. So this is John H. Shelton UK vlogger, but if I go back to the search results, I should end up seeing a second channel, Godzilla Fan, Extras, and More. He's changed his channel names a few times, but because he uses his name in the channel names, we usually find him without too much trouble. The more we search, find, and click on each other's channels, the more we will rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when people are looking for our specific channel. So it's one of the things we can do to really help each other is constantly search, find, and click on each other. So John H. Shelton, Godzilla Fan, Extras, and More, including some gameplay. I'm going to take one of your latest videos and I'm going to put that into my catch-up list so I stay caught up with this channel as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. They've actually done a couple of shout-out videos for Tuberchat, for which I'm very grateful. And John H. Shelton is both an engaging host and a very generous creator as well. Jan Hines, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think you came in before we started, maybe even a few hours ago. So thank you for that. It's good to see you here. Couch Potatoes up next. They dropped a super chat on us, and we're just going to pull a maneuver to get to this channel. You can see that in my search results, it comes up within the first few. Couch potato obviously is a very common term, so you would expect that there'd be a lot of that in the YouTube search results. But if you have trouble, you can always go to your filters on either computer or phone, and you can make sure that YouTube knows you're looking for channels. Couch Potato should come up pretty quickly. You just want to match that avatar, and we can see that they've got over 4,900 subscribers. So they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos as well and put that into my catch-up list from the TV show The Wire. I never watched it. I had always thought that maybe I should. Somebody told me to watch that show. I have a hard time finding things I like, but I always like political dramas and things like 24 or you know, government espionage stuff and and all that. And so somebody said I might like that. One of these days maybe I'll try it. But I'll have a look at your video and see what you had to say here. And then I'm just going to look at something again, and forgive me because I think I asked you I'm just putting a message in the chat just to make sure they catch it. Sometimes people watch streams with the sound off. Let me put Mrs. Couch Potato up here. Now, let me see if I can find this channel again. I hope I've got it right. There was a channel that I found. I think they said it's theirs, yes, where there was a matching avatar. I'm not sure if this is with theirs because of the cartoon Couch Potato, or if I've got the wrong one. See, there's quite a few here. But we'll wait for a response from them, and then I'll move on. Let's spin the wheel to see who's coming up next. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then, yeah, maybe I made a mistake there. Maybe it's not. Couch Potato, I thought there was a there was a channel, and they might have changed their avatar, but I thought it very much matched your Couch Potato, and it just said Mrs. Couch Potato, and I wondered if that was something that was one of those, you know, a husband and wife or something like that with different channels, but that's okay. So now we know Couch Potato is individual channel. And then Dangerous Jobbers, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. For that reason, that channel will come up next. Right now we're looking at bartending with John. When you see this channel, you can see from the banner that setup on the bar is out of control, right? That's a home bar. And then Home Bartending with John is going to do a lot of reviews and things that we might have expected to be complimentary to the channel, but he's also going to show us how we can make some of the most popular and possibly favorite cocktails in different ways. So not just simply here's how you make this, but here's possibly 3 different types of ways to make this, so that you can use different ingredients, or you can choose between a simple or complex way of mixing these kind of things, which is great to see. So Home Bartending with John is a very unique channel in the Tuberchat family. We're extremely happy to have them here, and I think they've been here for every stream ever since they found us. Dangerous Jobbers is up next because they dropped that super chat on us. Pardon me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I know TWT TV is here. They've got a couple of channels as well, and they are longtime friends of Tuberchat. They actually hit 1,000 subscribers on one of their channels as well. So let's get to Dangerous Jobbers and see what they've got going on. Home Bartending with John has 85 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the first 100. We know they must be thinking about it. And pardon me. We know that the climb to the first 100 is more challenging than ever, but as long as we're all doing as much as we possibly can for each other, then we see creators hitting different milestones and reaching these goals all the time. Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, I've got to get you onto our Wheel of Doom and Four Corners Custom Products. It's good to see you here as well. So let me get Dangerous Jobbers on the screen. They dropped a super chat on us, so we'll put them up right away. They actually sniped our stream boss position as well. So for those of you who haven't seen that yet, under my camera is a video game life meter, and that determines the stream boss for right now, which is now Dangerous Jobbers. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person that takes over gets some extra exposure for a while, as you can see. So Pallets, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, and Rich Cat Ranch both happen to be members. And I've got them on the wheel. Again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Dangerous Jobbers now this is a channel I'm still getting to know, but they do a bit of variety on their channel. So I'm going to grab another video. I'm not going to grab the longest one, but I'm going to grab this WWE video. It looks like Funko Pop figures there. And I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will help me go through another piece of content. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here is that over time I get to know the channels, and then over weeks and months I get to know the content on the channel. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I get to know the creators behind the channels as well, and I could do a better job of promoting you when you're here. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. Case Quick Bites, I'm going to get you onto the wheel, as well as Oracles and Beyond's second channel, Sunday Night Crime Time. I think Case Quick Bites put a brand new video out as well. I saw something pop up in the recommendations that I wasn't able to get into. That was yesterday or the day before, I think. Mr. Fulton Morazz has a special stream tomorrow morning. That will be very cool. And Mr. Fulton Morazz has been with me from the very beginning, as a matter of fact. He happens to be a member right now. And yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, Emotion came in and gifted 5 memberships again. That's the second time he's done that, and we've seen that both from him and from Annabelle TV, as well as Serenity Studio Art. So it's a wonderfully generous thing that can be done. I certainly do appreciate the extra support, and 5 more people have got the benefit of memberships for the next month now, which is really cool. So let's spin the wheel. I'm just going to hit the About page over here on Dangerous Jobbers. Dangerous Duke and Stevie Jobber are here to bring you that unfiltered and unbiased analysis of all things wrestling and collecting. So forgive me, I should have read that before, because then I'd be able to do a quick job of promoting the channel. But now we understand, so we're talking more often than anything else wrestling, all things wrestling, and then collecting to go along with that. Those Funko Pop figures, of course, are very popular. I gotta go look. I keep talking about it, but I've got these 3 loot crates from like 3 or 4 years ago. It could be 4 or 5 years ago now that I never did open. The one loot crate that I ever did open had a, I believe that's how I got a Napoleon Dynamite Funko figure, which is still somewhere safe and put away. But I've got to open these other ones because my bet is there might be a couple more in there, and now that they're a few years old, people are probably gonna really enjoy the idea of me opening it when they're probably thinking, no, don't open it. Raw Chick Beauty is dropping a super chat on us. She does that often. And so for that reason, we're going to put that channel up next before we spin the wheel again. Rock Chick Beauty comes to us from the UK and does a lot of product reviews and sponsored videos lately. God Soldiers Ministry wants to motivate us in a spiritual way as well. And Overton Son of a King is our featured channel for today, doing something similar. Walking Purpose Monica Miles, it's good to see you in the house also, so thank you for coming in. And again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Hilda DC is a very much loved and well-respected creator. She's a beloved and dedicated moderator here in the Tuberchat family. And on her channel, she brings a unique mix of content that includes a lot of mukbang style challenges and product reviews. Sometimes she gets involved with other creators doing these things. What you're going to find from Hilda DC more than anything else is positivity and encouragement. She is literally one of the very most positive and encouraging creators that I have met in my 5 years on YouTube now. We're very lucky to have her in our moderator squad. But in her videos and her other content, you will find positive affirmations coming both from this creator as well as special effects on the screen, and even the robots get involved as well. Mitchy Boo, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to put up her 2 channels right after Rock Chick Beauty for that reason. We'll get back to spinning the wheel soon. Mountain of Inspiration, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Hilda DC posts almost every single day. She does a lot of live streaming as well as shorts and videos. I'm just going to take her latest video here and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with her. But I'm also going to set my notification for a live stream that she's got coming up later tonight. So hopefully everybody will hang out with us for that. I'm going to try to make that as well myself. And Hilda DC usually does live streams with StreamYard panelists and has a lot of other familiar faces come up with her, which is really cool. I'm always happy to see creators share content in that way. Charlene Heel is in the house and happens to be a member, so I've got them on the wheel. All of our moderators here, by the way, are dear friends of mine. They have been for a long time. They're dear friends of each other, and they will all allow and encourage you to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channels for both premieres and live streams. Next up is Rock Chick Beauty, and she dropped a super chat on us, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly after Mitchy Boo. For the same reason, Rock Chick Beauty's done this many times before. If anybody has the ability to share this stream right now that we're watching, then I'll appreciate that greatly, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now, but because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm, it could see a few more pushes for the video as a replay in the coming days and possibly even weeks, maybe even months ahead. Patch the Retro Gamer is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. When we look at Rock Chick Beauty, she actually, I think, just uploaded that banner today because we looked at this channel yesterday. I think she did the avatar too to match, as a matter of fact. This creator freshens up their channel regularly, and presentation is always at the forefront of Orian's mind. When you get there, you'll find all three types of content, including shorts, videos, and a lot of live streaming. Lately, she's been doing a lot of product reviews, unboxings, and sponsored videos. Most of them revolve around beauty, but there's a lot of other variety on the channel as well, and you can see that she puts a lot of focus on her presentation just in the thumbnails alone, as well as on the banner and avatar. And she's got over 830 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 900 we know she's thinking about. Traveling Merton and Sue, good to see you here. Rich Cat Ranch, thanks for the share. Thank you to everybody who's given us a share, whether it's here or on... we actually have a subreddit where you can promote your own videos, and then we also have a Facebook group where you can do that with your own videos as well. For anybody who tweets or retweets, you get added into our Twitter list, and then of course I appreciate shares on any other social network. It sends incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm, as you can imagine when you share. In the Lap of Nature is still in the house. Good to see you here again, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Now, Mitchy Boo has 2 channels, as a matter of fact. They dropped a super chat on us like Orianne did from Rock Chick Beauty, so thank you for those. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Mitchy Boo here brings us a bit of delicious looking content, but they've actually got a lot more variety on this channel as well. They're already well over 3,400 subscribers and fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And I'm just gonna grab their Dandelion Tea video. I put that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit, make sure I stay caught up with this channel. And you can see from the banner they're saying watch me cook, shop, and live their life on this video, on this channel, with different videos of different types as well. This creator has a second channel called Michelin Doll, and when we look at this channel, we're going to see a different form of variety with almost 2,000 subscribers here. And this is where they're it says everyday life, but they're bringing us a lot of vlogs, and they're taking us around on different trips and to different destinations, which is great to see as well. So Mitchy Boo and Michelin Doll are the same creator, but they've been with Tuberchat now for a little while. It's getting on a couple of months. I believe they've been here every day since finding us and have shown incredible generosity while being here. So I hope everybody will connect with them. You know, you've got a loyal and dedicated supporter in the you know, at the very least, as well as a very generous creator behind these channels to connect with you after you meet them. So Bayou Bengal 25 is going to be coming up right now. This creator brings us one specific thing on their channel. It's very niched, and they are in their own category. It's another unique channel here in the Tuberchat family. Bayou Bengal 25 focuses on fantasy football. So with 338 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 that they're thinking about. They're here with us just about every single day, and of course, like I keep saying, they happen to have been a member, so we put them on the wheel as soon as I saw them in the chat today. If anybody in the house is working on watch hours, it's never too early, by the way. If you'd like to swap playlists with other creators, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at this channel, we see some more great presentation here from Bayou Bengal 25 with these bright, colorful, beautiful, bold thumbnails. And this creator, like I said, has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuberchat for a while. Facing Reality's in the house. They've got a brand new avatar. I see that. I'm not sure when you updated that. It might have been before yesterday. I can't remember if we looked at Facing Reality yesterday. MT Homestead, I thought you've been here before, but I might be mistaken. This might be the first time that MT Homestead is here in the house. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one or follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Now, I'm going to ask everybody to forgive me for the mistake I might make when I say this, because I happen to be from Canada, and I'd like to think I know the States at least a little bit, but when I see MT Homestead, does that stand for something else? Is there another way I should be pronouncing the name of that channel? I'm thinking it might be a state abbreviation like Montana. And forgive me again if I'm mistaken, because we don't actually learn that in school. We have to wait until afterwards and rely on maps and our own experience to try to figure out the different states and their abbreviations and things like that. I don't think I've ever actually sent anything to Montana that I've had to write out, so I don't know if I'm wrong there. But you can correct me if you'd like, and I will appreciate it greatly. I always want to mention people's channels' names the way that they'd like them to be mentioned. And then as well, oh, Mike and Terry. Oh, dear goodness, okay. So it's not the... All right, Mike and Terry Homestead. I'm going to try to remember that. And failing that, we'll call it MT Homestead then. So that makes sense. But I did wonder. Empty Nest, yes, there you go, for a homesteading channel, says Don Ray B. So thank you, Mike and Terry. It's good to have you here. And then Painting with Squirrels. You got to watch the spelling on this channel, but when you search for them, you should be able to find them without too much trouble. What I find here in Tuberchat over the last couple of years is that when we have channels with names that are slightly misspelled, because sometimes we do that in a fun way, or if it's a really popular name or a name full of popular words, it usually takes creators until they have about 800 to 1,000 subscribers to start coming up #1 in the search results. In most cases, once in a while we see a channel with an unbelievably popular name, and that can cause a little bit of extra delay. But we see these channels rising up, and then we always have to keep in mind that our search results are different. Some of it's based on geographics. YouTube is always trying to predict what you're looking for. YouTube, of course, is the #2 search engine in the world after only Google, which of course they own as well. So we got to keep that in mind. But over time, the more we search, find, and click on each other will rise up the search results. Painting with Squirrels does a lot of painting, but they also do a lot of streaming, as you can see, and some of those streams go on for hours and hours. Painting with Squirrels brings fun everywhere that they go, and they're here with us in Tuberchat frequently, of course. They happen to be live right now, so we know that there'll be fresh content after Tuberchat today. We've still got another almost 2 hours to go if everybody would like to stay that long. Cooking and vibing with tea. It's good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me, and let's spin the wheel. So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. The Bud Files were just actually featured on Tuberchat. Today's featured channel is Overton, Son of a King. And we feature a different channel every single day based on generosity that I see within both the Tuberchat community and the YouTube street, so that you have the opportunity to meet lots and lots and lots, hundreds literally, of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. Cooking and vibing with tea. I'm just going to get your channel ready to go. That will be the next one that we look at, because they just dropped a super chat on us. And I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. Drunken Chef Barbecue, it's good to see you here. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. There's Michelin Doll, the second channel from Mitchy Boo that we saw not too long ago as well. And then pardon me again. So the Bud Files is here. They were featured. They are modern day archaeologists. They uncover history and digitally preserve it. They take us to abandoned locations, graveyards, museums, and other events. There's a bit of variety on this channel. What they do is while they take us around for these different adventures, they also take the time to learn about the different things that we're seeing, or if they already know about it, they tell us as well. So it's really interesting stuff. The Bud Files also happen to be incredibly supportive. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them regularly, and it's always a heartwarming thing for me to walk into somebody else's premiere or live stream. You get into the chat and you start seeing a lot of familiar faces supporting each other. And I'm always happy to see that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with the Bud Files. 595 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that we know that they're thinking about. And we will get back to spinning the wheel in another second. If anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now. But because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm, it also could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay. Mrs. VSNC09 is up right now. This creator seems to be everywhere all the time. They're constantly supporting other creators. They bring engagement everywhere that they go. And when you have true conversation happening in your chat, it's like gold for the YouTube recommendation system. It sends incredible signals into the YouTube algorithm, of course. Now, Mrs. VSNC09 is climbing fast with over 2,800 subscribers, and they're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, we see a lot of familiar faces on their featured channels list. I'm going to ask you for a quick second, and then we're going to go over to their videos page. And when we look over at what they've got here, you're going to find a lot of variety. This creator brings us all three types of content, both in shorts, videos, and live streams. And one of the things that they do more often than anything else is cover the royal family. And they do that particularly with live streams. There's a lot of videos as well. But if you can catch them for one of these live streams revolving around the royal family, you will find a very engaged conversation. And Mrs. VSNC09 does a great job of leading that conversation by being well-versed and staying up to date on their subject, which is really, really cool. So it's wonderful to see, and that also sends incredible engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm that are very beneficial when you have true conversation happening. So it's a great service for any host if you're visiting and have conversations with creators on their channels. And then as well, you'll notice that from Mrs. VSNC09 on her channel as well. Glorious Platters in the house. Annabelle TV. And then forgive me, I was supposed to have put up Cooking and Vibin' with Tea already. So let's get that channel up here right now. They dropped a super chat on us. They've actually done that before. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. But let's see what they got going on their channel right now. There's a lot of delicious looking content on this channel. I'm still getting to know their particular brand of content, but you can see the thumbnails just look gorgeous. I really enjoy cooking videos and cooking channels here in our community, and the reason why is because I like the real world look that we're getting, that people are giving us when they're making different types of things in real life, like, you know, in their homes and for their friends and for their families and in different places around the world. And then oh, welcome, we have a new channel which I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect in the chat. please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And we're going to get onto another channel in another moment. And pardon me while I'm just looking at something in the background here. Just double checking that we've got a real channel here. It looks like it. But we'll have to familiarize ourselves with that. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, then we should get around to everybody. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. So thank you one more time, Cooking and Vibing with T, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. You all have knocked half of the life off of our current stream boss, which is Dangerous Jobbers today. So the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up right now. Now they also happen to be a member. We had put them on the wheel as soon as we saw them in the chat. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is another creator that is out supporting others regularly. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We've had over the last 9 months to almost a year now an influx of channels that have come in from the ranching, gardening, farming, homesteading, outdoor camping, fishing community of channels, a lot of outdoor activity channels. And what I find with a lot of these creators is they seem to have an instinctive nature in them to want to share resources and knowledge, which is great to see. And I'm always happy to see that kind of generosity. And then the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch are heading into their senior years, empty nesters. They raise chickens, ducks, and turkeys. They garden, do arts, crafts, home canning, low carb meals, etc. And then they do some other spiritual activities on their channel and want to motivate us and encourage us in that way as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And like I said, I find them to be incredibly supportive creators because when I'm out supporting others, I run into them frequently. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming back from them. And at 470 subscribers, it's not going to be very long before we see their beautiful community tab pop up. I've already got a reminder set for a premiere that's coming up in a few days from them as well, which is great to see. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. I'm way overdue probably for getting names onto the wheel from our chat list, so maybe I'll add a few right now. I Am Betty J Gathers is coming up, and she's a powerhouse of energy and positivity here in the Tuberchat family. She is probably responsible for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up, literally, because of her friendly and energetic reminders. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially if I'm on a phone. So I'm going to see as well what I can do about getting some names onto our wheel, like I just mentioned. But I Am Betty J Gathers on her channel is starting to expand the content variety here. So she's been doing a lot of live streaming, and it looks like she's gotten into StreamYard panels as well. This creator is always energetic and always encouraging and motivating. You'll be allowed and encouraged to meet more friends and family members when you're with her on her channel, especially during live streams. But she's doing a lot of vlogging lately, and then as well she wants to motivate us with healthy eating and healthy living, doing a lot of videos about intermittent fasting and other tips and tricks that we can use to feel more healthy and be more healthy. YouTubers, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then I'm just going to see what I can do here, like I said, about getting some names onto our wheel. In the Lap of Nature is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Let's get them onto our wheel. Annabelle TV is a member, and Mr. Fulton Morazz is a member. And let me get two more. Andre Southgate brings us prize fighting. We'll see what they've got to say in their next analysis when we get their channel up here. And then Gloria's Platter, of course, is going to bring us some more delicious looking content. They've been streaming frequently, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to I Am Betty J Gathers. We're hoping for this creator to get their community tab happening. It'll be soon enough. They just need 49 subscribers to go. His Word is one of our brand newest members, as a matter of fact, but a longtime friend of Tuberchat. They want to motivate us in a spiritual way as well, so I've got them on our wheel now. Let me spin. Let's see who's coming up next, and hopefully we'll get I Am Betty J Gathers a little bit closer to the 500 we know that they're thinking about. Andre Southgate is going to come up right now. Like I said, this creator brings us prize fighting. We'll see what they've got to say. They usually analyze different matches and different competitors. As you can see, they put a lot of focus on the presentation in their thumbnails on a lot of these videos. They're doing a bit of shorts as well, so they mix some variety in, and they've got quite a bit of activity on a lot of those also. I feel like I missed a channel coming in. Hopefully not. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And then Christiana Kezi, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I'm just going to take their latest video and add this into my catch-up list. That should help me stay caught up with this creator, and they're already at 1,200 subscribers. Hopefully we'll push them a little bit farther and see that 1,200 nice and locked in. The J Jordan, it's good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. And as we spin the wheel, we're going to notice that Case Quick Bites is going to come up. I'm going to see what it was that they were doing. Maybe they were doing a premiere. Case Quick Bites had something going on, and I wasn't able to get in there, but it did fly by quickly. Oh, is Woman Outdoors in the house? Yes, there she is. Woman Outdoors was recently featured on Tuberchat as well. And this is another creator that I was talking about that comes in from the outdoor collection of channels. Let's say she brings us camping, cooking, bushcraft, fishing, knife collecting, and enthusiasm, if that's the right way to put that. And she brings us interesting content on her channel. Now, Case Quick Bites mostly does taste test challenge type videos more than anything else, but she mixes in more variety. It must have been, oh, this is from today, so it must have been that stream. It was a very quick stream. I'm just going to put this latest video in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit, make sure I don't fall behind. And again, hopefully everybody is doing okay in the chat, meeting new friends and family members. Patch of Retro Gamer still hanging out, just doing something in the background. Trish the Natural is here, and Warmstrong Adventures, forgive me, I didn't welcome you. Warmstrong Adventures has been hanging out actually a lot on our music channel lately, for which I'm very grateful. And for those of you who haven't seen it already, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. It's available on all the major platforms that provide music and streaming, things like that. And then as well, we have a channel set up with a virtual 24-hour live stream where you're free to go and meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here, and we have link drops over there as well. Let's Try Gardening, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Cosmic Cultivators is, they must be preparing some food because they're talking about cutting onions over there. I don't know why it gets you so much, because it does it to me. I'm sensitive to everything. I'm allergic to everything and everything else. Not usually food, but when I cut onions, like, all I have to do is make the first slice and I feel like it's on me already. And then you know, when you start chopping them or whatever, I usually use that stuff for breakfast. Then It seems to bring me the tears and all the other fun stuff that comes along with it. You got to be careful. I forget all the tricks you can use to not do that. A simple YouTube video will help us, but let me see what I could do about spinning the wheel now. Case Quick Bites is at 421 subscribers, so they're on the road towards their community tab at 500. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. 100-pound harvest, my dear goodness. Cosmic Cultivators, yeah, it must be just about time for a lot of that. Here in Ontario, Canada, we have different seasons to deal with, and not everybody's able to grow everything as much as they probably otherwise might like, but we also have our unique benefits that go along with that. So next up is Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning, and this is, oh, pardon me, I didn't put Woman Outdoors on the wheel. They happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning. There you go, Drunken Chef Barbecue. Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning is Tracy and Phoebe. More than anything else, they bring us beauty products, and they do that in the form of product reviews and unboxing. Sometimes they give us a list of different types of things that we might consider that they enjoy, and they've started in series of videos. They actually bring us all three types of content. There are shorts here, and I see they're getting some activity on some of these, as well as videos and streams, of course. So I'm going to take one of your latest videos. I know this one's shorter, but I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. I just want to make sure I don't fall behind with your channel. And Palettes, Pouts, Perfumes, and Panning now has 244 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 250 we know they're thinking about for today, and a little bit closer to 300 even. So if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream right now, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now. Because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm, it could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead as a replay. KPJP Florida, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. We're going to go on break for about 3 minutes, and we're going to come back with Annabelle TV. I see that JD Knight 7 has come in. He's a longtime dear friend of Tuberchat. He's actually been with us from the beginning. And YouTubers is Janice, and they're making me laugh in the chat here with the Oprah line. I hope everybody did actually see that from many years ago. The giveaway. It's the funniest thing. I've seen it a couple of times, but there's so many memes about it and this and that, but I can't help but laugh. So thank you for that. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their 3 minutes, and as long as everybody's still connecting with each other, we all should be doing just fine. Right now, Annabelle TV is up on the screen. They've been here many times before. They're here with us just about every single day, as a matter of fact. And Annabelle TV is somebody who brings fun everywhere that she goes. A little bit of comedy comes with it. They've got a premiere coming up tomorrow. I've got a reminder set for that. But right now, they've got a TikTok type video going on here. I wonder what this is all about. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. Pardon me. And then hopefully everybody is... oh, goodness. Pardon me. Hopefully everybody's doing okay for today. I'm just grabbing Jeremy D-Day. That's JD Knight 7 with a second channel, as a matter of fact, who happens to be a member. I put them on the wheel. 3 minutes. Yeah, Facing Reality. It's about 3 minutes. First Floor Audio is in the house. It's good to see you here. The song is almost 3 minutes. I could be wrong, but I think it's 3 minutes and something. It might be closer to 4. And then Annabelle TV. I can't help but laugh when I think about this creator as well, because they bring fun, like I said, everywhere that they go, with a little bit of comedy. They say dark humor, but they bring a lot of wit here into the chat as well, and I appreciate that. Annabelle TV is an incredibly generous creator. They've actually gifted 5 memberships here in Tuberchat twice. Not to mention they happen to be a member, and it's an extremely generous thing to have done, especially more than once. I really do appreciate that. But Annabelle TV has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time now. It's becoming months, right? 621 subscribers they're at right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. They do a lot of mukbang style challenges and food reviews that are usually enticed either by themselves or with other creators as a type of collaboration. But then as well, they show us a little bit of gardening and a little bit more variety on the channel as well. You see some familiar faces in their featured channels and a few popular videos down there as well. Pardon me again. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. His Word is coming in right now. This is one of our brand newest members, but His Word has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat, a very generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter as well. They want to motivate us in a spiritual way. Some of you will recognize this creator right away because, like I said, it's been a long time they've been a friend of Tuberchat. Over 1,300 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on the road towards the 1,400 we know they're thinking about. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. We see a lot of featured channels on their front page, and when you feature channels this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you, and then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm when your channel is featured on so many other creators' front pages. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And if you have featured Tuberchat on your front page, just please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. I see a couple more channels came in the house. Nora the Stock Explorer is here, and Art and Adventure with Tasha. Good to see you here as well. Thank you for coming in. Designs by CAD Pro is a long-time friend of Tuberchat, a very long-time friend. It could be almost a couple of years now, if I remember correctly. And isn't it a wonderful thing? You wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year down the road, 2 years down the road? So long that you can't help but forget how long they have been with you supporting your channel, because you can't remember a day that they weren't there, which is wonderful. Tuberchat's only been here for 2 years, but now that we've crossed that mark, the speeches that I tell about the supporters that have been with us are starting to get into way beyond months and into years, literally. Dave Collier Camping, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So Designs by CAD Pro, of course, is going to bring us a lot of art and creativity on their channel. They've got shorts and videos, and I believe live streams as well, right? Am I right about that? Forgive me if I'm mistaken again. Oh my dear goodness, Annabelle TV is gonna hammer it again. I know the Stock Explorer is here right now. Annabelle TV just gifted 5 memberships again. And that's the 3rd time that they've done that. It's an extremely generous thing to do. And these 5 creators are now going to gain the benefit of having a membership for the next month. And that will be Fred Franklin, Arstic Element, Caliking 916 from Sacramento, the Stock Explorer, and I missed the last one, Craig's Outdoor Adventure. So thank you for that, Annabelle TV. I really do appreciate that extra generosity. Hopefully everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. I'm just going to get the Stock Explorer onto the wheel. And we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but because Annabelle TV did that, then we'll grab any of the members that grabbed the that were recipients of those memberships and put them on the wheel right away as well. It's an interesting thing. For those of you who haven't seen that done yet, that is now the 6th time that that's happened here in Tuberchat. And it's an extremely generous thing to do, but it's interesting that YouTube does not allow you to pick who gets those memberships. So it goes a further level of generosity by knowing that it's not anonymous. Everybody is notified of who gave the gift, but YouTube chooses out of some of the most active participants in the community to drop those memberships on. Word up indeed, the Stock Explorer. So, Designs by CAD Pro is up here right now. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos. Stranger Things 4 Lego Collection. Interesting. I wonder if everybody's heard that Kate Bush song from what I thought was the 70s. It could be the early 80s that has now taken the world by storm again because of an emotional moment in Stranger Things. It's one of the reasons why Don't Stop Believin' by Journey got really, really big again a few years ago, is because it was in, I guess it's many years ago, but it was at the end of Sopranos, if I remember right. And people just went crazy for that song again. Kate Bush is like #1 now. Other people are covering it, of course, and it's been covered many times, but I just know this from Stranger Things. I haven't seen the show, so it's not like I want to try talking from a position of knowing what I'm talking about, but I did notice that that one thing has happened over the last few weeks, right? So, Designs by CAD Pro, like I said, has been a longtime friend, and they have almost 900 subscribers. They are well beyond the 800 mark. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that 900 and get them officially on the road to 1K. And then they say Designs by CAD Pro is a video outlet source to display their artwork. Several of their favorite artworks consist of oil works, acrylic paintings, oil pastels. Forgive me, I don't know if that's gouache. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Watercolor and graphite works. And then they love graphite and charcoal more than anything when it comes to using those for creativity and art. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. We've been on just over an hour, so we're just hitting the second half of the stream right now. All that fluff and stuff, it's good to see you in the house again from Australia. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream today, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up, especially when I'm on a phone. In the Lap of Nature is here with 1,900 subscribers. They're fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. and In the Lap of Nature is going to bring us pleasing audio and visuals. Nature has healing and soothing calming properties that are immeasurable. They create relaxing videos for us, and we can be provided here with the best relaxing videos, of course, and then hopefully everybody will enjoy that. We see a few channels like this that are made to help us kind of chill out and relax. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. It's a shorter one, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will help me just to catch up a little bit. I want to make sure I don't fall too far behind, but it's great to see that you have posted a new video recently, and hopefully that will keep up as well. Fred Franklin, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Rambling with the Brums is in the house, another fellow Canadian. That's Scott. It's good to see you here as well. Warmstrong Adventures is coming up right now, and I'm just going to get these other couple of members onto our wheel for right this second. I'll get some more names on the wheel soon. Now that we're in the second half of the stream, I'm going to try to move a little bit faster than I was previously. Warmstrong Adventures has been giving us a lot of help on our copyright-free music channel. For those of you who haven't already seen that, we're going to go and have a good look at that in another hour or so. Rambling with the Brums is on the wheel, and Fred Franklin is on the wheel as well. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And Lori's Tech Time should be added as well. My dear goodness, I am really sloppy with my typing today. And Warmstrong Adventures wants to bring us travel videos more than anything else. So they're playing with StreamYard now. There might be some more live streams in their future, but as well, what they've done so far is taken us on a cruise. They give us the before, the during, and the enjoyment of the cruise itself. Over 170 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them up towards 180, closer to 200. We know they're thinking about that. Kaiser Gaming YT is in the house. Rambling with the Brums. I can't help but howl at that. That's something else. Could you imagine? I used to joke with everybody all the time. I said I can't hold a job for more than 2 years. I did now, but I usually don't. Even when I was working in other gigs as a young lad, and then as even when I worked in radio, I used to quit. One place I quit 4 times and got fired once, not in that order. And the reason why is because every 2 years or so, I've had enough. I start telling everybody how they should be running their company and things like that. You could just imagine the things I have to say about how the country is run. So Rambling with the Brums is saying Kevin K for PM. He's talking about Prime Minister. It's our equivalent of the president in countries that use those. But thank you for that. That's a much needed laugh, and Scott can be counted on that. He actually brings a lot of fun to a lot of creators and has done things like that many times. And thank you for that super chat. For that reason, we're going to look at that channel next, as a matter of fact, and then let's see what they've got going on. And Warmstrong Adventures, like I said, had been giving us a lot of support on our copyright-free music channel as well. We'll go look at that in another hour or so after Tuberchat. Conscious Business Services and Opportunities is Charlene Heal's second channel, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So I'm going to try to start moving it through channels so we can get as many on the wheel in the next hour or so as possible. Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is in the house. Good to see you here. He is here as both a moderator and a member. Sam's Large Trains and More. So we've got him on the wheel right away, of course, and then Rambling with the Brums. This is Scott right here. You might recognize his face already because he has built up an incredible reputation. And I'm talking about this now, but I could have said the same thing 3 months ago, and I have. But he's built up an incredible reputation as both a supporter, but an advocate for helping others grow their channels. He very much builds friendships with other creators and is able to get almost like a collaboration type of thing going between creators as well. He's definitely an advocate for helping people hit different milestones of different types. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here and I'm going to put this into my ketchup list. I can see I'm behind the easiest blueberry loaf. Forgive my excuses, but I literally have had the busiest couple of weeks of the summer. It seems to get busier and busier as August moves on for my outdoor work, and I've been missing all kinds of things like Procrastination Thursday and Fellowship Saturday. Rambling with the Brums has a couple of series of live streams, but this creator ties a lot of creators together and has been a great friend for a long time. He's only about 6 hours away from me, actually, in our nation's capital. Philip Lemon, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And for anybody thinking about moderators, we really don't add a lot of moderators here. Anybody who is a moderator on Tuberchat has been for a year or more, and they're all dear friends of mine, and they all will allow you to meet more friends and family members on their channels. And we have a core group of probably 6 to 8 to 10 moderators that are all here as often as they can be. So I just don't add moderators very often at all. I'm not saying we never will, but we haven't for a while. We really just want everybody to enjoy the stream. And that includes the moderators themselves, right? Actually, Rambling with the Brums has built up quite a reputation as a moderator on a lot of channels as well. Rich Cat Ranch is coming up. This is Richard and Kathy. They have got a property full of animals and friends that you can enjoy. They also share a lot of knowledge when it comes to homesteading activities. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. I'm just going to grab a video from them here that is a little bit of history when you talk about the idea of kids growing up. I know a lot of people will say the same thing. It seems to happen overnight. Multi-Hunter 247, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in, but it's great that they share their family life with us as well. They do a lot of these live streams. They've been doing this regularly. So they must have done this last night. It seems to be Friday nights. I'm hoping I can catch one of these one day. I've got a tight schedule on Fridays right now. But these creators are also fully monetized on their channel. They're bringing shorts, videos, live streams, which means all three types of content. They've crossed 1,500 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther that way as well. So let me spin the wheel. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Fred Franklin is now a member and so has been added to the wheel, and the luck brings them up not too long after that. Fred Franklin has 130 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that we know that they're thinking about. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here. I see I'm behind. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up with this creator a little bit. I see you're starting with shorts, which is great to see. Hopefully that continues. And that means that they're bringing us all three types of content because we see streams over here as well. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream as well, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. We've looked at Annabelle TV already, of course, and Annabelle TV, in a very generous move, again, has gifted 5 memberships again today. So I really do appreciate that. Let's spin the wheel one more time. We'll see who's coming up next. Rambling with the Brums, thank you one more time for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. He's done that many times before. And Don Ray B, wishing the dogs would walk themselves. Chris's Clever Craft, forgive me, I didn't put you on the wheel yet. I should have. Kaiser Gaming YT is another channel from Chris's Clever Craft. And he's actually got 4 channels. We'll look at those soon enough. Mr. Fulton Morazz is up right now. This is another creator who has been with Tuberchat from the very beginning. Mr. Fulton Morazz has put a lot of focus on other creators with a lot of interviews. I've been interviewed by him. Lots of other familiar faces have as well. And Mr. Fulton Morazz, literally I've been connected to this creator for probably over 2.5 years now. So they have been with Tuberchat for all of this time. And while not here every day, you still know that this is a creator who's still supporting after well over 2 years. It could be almost 3 by now, as a matter of fact. And after 450 episodes of Tuberchat, they're still coming by to say hello and meet people the right way. Carlene Geisha, I'm going to get your channel up next because of that super chat, so thank you for that. And like I said, I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now. FIFA World Other Gaming from New York City. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Carlene Geisha is running a live stream right now. They typically do a lot of relaxing content on their channel, and that includes pleasing visuals and audio that are made to help us kind of chill out or relax. They always mix these things up. It's interesting to see on the thumbnail there, they've actually got Niagara Falls when they're leading into some waterfalls there. That's where I'm closest to here in Ontario, Canada. I'm lucky to get out and see that in real life. So Carlene Geisha is on the way towards 1,200 subscribers. Halfway on that road right now, and they happen to be here with us just about every single day. They support on all of my channels, so I mention that so that you can get that kind of support coming back from them. After you connect with them, Operation Capsaicin, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Runneth Over Garden and Life is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. I'm going to try to move a little bit quicker through channels. And then we'll start adding some names from our chat list soon enough. We've still got an hour to go if everybody would like to stay that long. We're not really in any rush to get out of here today. And then we will go and see the music channel afterwards. For those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. And we have a channel set up for that with a virtual 24-hour live stream where you can meet more friends and family members as well. Runneth Over Garden and Life has 633 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. They were recently featured on Tuberchat as well. And when we look at Nina and Boyce's channel, they're living in Texas. Right now, their channel is about everyday living, gardening, do-it-yourself videos, crafts, recipes, and some other shenanigans mixed in between. But these are a couple of dynamic creators who are happy to share knowledge and resources with others on their channel, as well as a lot of fun. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. And they've shown to be generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters for quite some time with Tuberchat. I run into them regularly supporting others as well when I'm out trying to do the same thing. And then thank you, FIFA World Other Gaming. That's another creator who's definitely been a friend of Tuberchat for over 2 years. Granny B, aka Noni May, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. And one of the most supportive creators that I have met in the last 5 years on YouTube is up right now. This is Scratch and Pete PA. For anybody that's brand new to Tuberchat, I hope you'll connect with all of our moderators. They all have channels of their own. They all do different things, and they all will allow and encourage everybody to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here when we're on their channels. I was looking earlier today, actually, Scratch and PPA, I forget if it was around 12 or noon, and I didn't see the premiere set, so I figured you must be working on it. But Scratch and PPA's got a premiere set up for this Tuesday. He always premieres on Tuesday. It's called the Scratch Challenge series of videos. And in this series, you get to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets this series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. Lonnie Songs and Other Things dropped a super chat on us. He's done that many times before, so thank you for that extra generous support. For that reason, we're going to look at that channel next before I spin the wheel again. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in, but as long as everybody's still active here in the chat, everybody will we should be able to get around to everybody. And yes, from day one, Faithful World Other Gaming, absolutely. So thank you for that. And, you know, I keep talking about this, especially lately, but you never know who's still going to be with you a year down the road, 2 years down the road. Now, Scratch and PPA, I have to go back and look at which number was the first episode of Tuberchat that he actually came into. But out of the last more than 400 episodes, my bet is that he's been to every single one. The only one that I know that he actually missed was because he was getting his internet fixed that day. But can you imagine being on somebody's channel for them, on one channel, let alone other ones, more than 400 times to support them for hours at a time? And, you know, Scratch and PPA, I have a lot of pleasant things to say about, and he's been a dear friend for a very long time. This is a creator who words can't describe how much he has my back truly on YouTube, both here in Tuberchat and outside. Most of you have seen Scratch and PPA before, and a lot of you have seen him catch mistakes that I've made or help me catch things I would have missed in the chat. And then hopefully I'm not missing anything right now. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around if there was something you specifically wanted me to see. And then Unidentified S4, good to see you back in the house as well. Thanks for coming in. So, Scratch and PPA premieres every Tuesday. Like I was saying, you will find a live chat that runs faster than Tuberchat, that rivals those of Sunday Funday from Garden State Gardener or Hilda DC's live streams and premieres. And it is a really wild time. You got to be ready to seriously rapid fire if you're going to get in there and start conversating with everybody. But it's a lot of fun as well because Scratch and PPA adds so much interactivity into the video series that comes, like I said, from the outside social networks, but I think inspiration could be taken from him as to how we can do those types of things for our channels. And then as well, presentation is always at the forefront of his mind, not to mention the video editing is stellar, of course. So hopefully everybody will enjoy Scratch and PPA's videos and channel when you get there, not to mention the unbelievable support that he will give you because he does that for everyone. He is almost at 1,300 subscribers. He is fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support him, including super chats right now. And I'm personally hoping that memberships are on the way, but we'll see if that might be an idea for the near future. He has promised a monetization celebration will come up at some point in the future. Lonnie Songs and Other Things has over 1,400 subscribers. They just dropped a super chat on us. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before. Lonnie Songs and Other Things literally does involve a lot of different varieties. So when you catch this creator on a live stream, they could actually be singing when you get there, but they do a good job of keeping up with the chat as well, and there's always interesting conversation going on there as well. We could see that they're bringing us shorts, and that means all 3 types of content, including videos, on their channel. They're here with us almost every single day, and they have shown to be an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuberchat. So let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you one more time, Lonnie Songs and Other Things, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. You have knocked much of the life off of our stream boss now. And next up is Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. This is another creator who's here as a member and a moderator. And Sam has a lot of train videos on his channel, as you would expect. You know, it does say Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. You will find a lot of vlogs. You will find a lot more, including live streams, product reviews, unboxing videos. The live streams can be anything from a random channel update to, pardon me, just hanging out with everybody, or a game night or a Q&A type thing like he just did a few days ago. Sam has almost 1,600 subscribers and is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then as well, when Sam does bring us train videos, he's taking a look either indoors or outdoors. Sometimes he's actually even taking a trip, and he gives us lots of tips, tricks that we can use for our own train travels. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, of course, like I said, is part of our moderator squad. And all of our moderators will allow everybody to meet more friends and family members when you're on their channel. So if you can visit Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More for a premiere or a live stream, you'll have an opportunity to meet more generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. And then Kaden Vlogs, that's okay. I really do appreciate you know, every moment that you spend here. So things like memberships and super chats here in Tuberchat are absolutely optional. You know, I do appreciate the support, but it's not required, right? So our wheel and our screen are always open to everybody. The only thing that we do with memberships and super chats here is speed up the wait time on the screen and the wheel. Other than that, like I said, those things are optional. But there are a lot of ways that you can support different creators outside of super chats and memberships, and that includes time spent. You know, a lot of creators will let the stream run. I appreciate that. Every moment that you're here interacting sends engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm. Of course, I appreciate the support myself personally as well, but you know, everything everybody adds makes the community bigger and stronger, and that's what has made Tuberchat what it is now. You know what I mean? Over the last couple of years, you can always do the simple things like giving the thumbs up. And one of the things you could do to help people with their channels is when you're bouncing around in between different live streams and premieres you can't control because you never know how long they're going to be. But live streams, if you can stay for a little while, let's say 15 minutes or more, you give that creator the opportunity to actually punch out a few views from the time that you've spent. I can't ever be able to say that I'm absolutely right because I'm not a Google engineer, but the experiments that I've done have told me that for every 5 minutes that you spend in a live stream, it seems that the creator gets a view. So I try to stay for at least 16 minutes, try to register 3 views, get a few minutes of watch time for them before moving on to support somebody else. But there's lots and lots of ways to support. But Kaden Vlogs is here with us just about every single day. They've actually got 2 channels, so I'm sure we're going to look at those very soon. Did I not put Kaden Vlogs on the wheels a long time ago? Maybe not. I see the Gathering Within there is there twice. Kaden Vlogs should have been on there. So pardon me for that. Come Hither with Heather is in the house. They also happen to be a member. And we'll get them on the Wheel of Doom. And then one of the things that our moderators will do is they'll always take out any messages that are self-promoting, but that's just because of the YouTube algorithm, their community guidelines and things like that. So we always want to keep, pardon me, self-promotion to a minimum. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I did see Rambling with the Brums snipe the stream boss position. He literally said the stream boss is mine. And what we're talking about is the video game life meter under my camera there. And every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss, and then the last person to knock it out takes over, gets a little bit of extra exposure for a while. And as you can see, that's going to be Rambling with the Brums, my fellow Canadian brother. So let me look at Janet Homestead where you are. So in the meantime, while I'm sitting there talking about all these ways to support, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up when I'm on a phone from time to time. And then the national party there, good to see you in the house. Thank you for hanging out. Our video description includes instructions for how to connect with people. So I can give everybody a pretty easy hint here for what goes on in Tuberchat a lot of the time. A lot of creators who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat with good reason. Because they want to take a moment or a few days or maybe even weeks at a time to get to know a creator first by watching the activities that they engage in the chat, the way that they speak, whether they're focused on other creators or their own channel and things like that before they will connect. We're talking about a lot of people here in Tuberchat that are very seasoned at what we're doing, not just here. There's a lot of growth streams out there and a lot of creators that will let you meet more friends and family members the same way that we do. But that's just a hint. So my recommendation for everybody here is to always make the first move, reach out to another creator, support them first. We always have generosity at the forefront of our mind. Do all the things you wish they would do for your channel, then come back, let them know that you've done that. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. Garden State Gardener, good to see you in the house. Your ears must have been ringing. We were talking about you just for a very quick second the other a few minutes ago. That is Joe, and that is Sunday Fun Day that I was talking about that will likely be running tomorrow night again, a live stream that is a pretty wild time with a lot of giveaways and a huge audience. When we look at Charlene Heal, we see natural healing, coaching, and transformation from this creator. She brings us a lot of positivity and encouragement in her content. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And then as well, she's well beyond her 1,000 subscribers, close to 1,100. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther there. She brings all three types of content on this channel, including shorts, videos, and live streams. When we look at conscious business services, and opportunities, we see a second channel from the same creator where they want to bring us the same positivity and encouragement with the added bonus of opportunities to build wealth. So all three types of content on this channel as well, including shorts, videos, and live streams, of course. But Charlene Heal is a powerhouse of energy and positivity, and she brings that with her everywhere she goes, including here in our live streams. And then thank you, Connection of Lives and Interest 2020. So here's the thing. I don't know if I absolutely believe in karma. It's a nice thought. And a lot of times the world seems to work out that way. But I'll tell you this. I absolutely do believe, or I like to believe, that everything's possible. And I was even telling Kristen earlier today, again, I say the same things all the time, but I tend to be lucky, let's say half the time in life, right? So once in a while you get a noise in your vehicle and you'll go to the mechanic and it'll be a horribly expensive thing that you were not wishing for. And then sometimes you go, I'll give you an example, actually, a better example today. My iPhone, I use an iPhone 11, and it hasn't been charging very well for a few days. I know nothing's wrong with the phone, but I think the charging port had it, right? So I tried, being very careful. I'm not getting mad at it and like pushing it or anything like that. So I walked in to one of those places today, just in a mall that fixes phones, right? And you figure the price has got to be, I don't know, somewhere around $100. We're talking Canadian, so far less than 200, but let's say 100, 150 Canadian is what I might have been prepared for, to have this person rip this phone apart, get the thing back working within an hour or two, right? Not knowing what it might have costed, just guessing. So I walk into the place and I said to the guy, I said, listen, my phone, the charging port, I think has had it, and it's not charging. So that gives the guy the opportunity to just change the charging port for me and charge me whatever it costs, because I'm the one who opened my mouth first, right? But I also know that sometimes in you know, human nature, not everybody's out to always gouge everybody for everything all the time. So somehow, I don't know whether that's instinct or karma or luck or whatever you want to call it, but the guy says to me, no, maybe it just needs to be cleaned. Let me try that first. It's going to cost you 30 bucks. And keep in mind, we're talking Canadian here, so it's less than 25. But it's going to cost you 30 bucks. I'm going to clean it. It'll be done in 15 minutes, right? So Kristen and I went 8, came back. Sure enough, he goes, yep, all I had to do was clean it. And, you know, here's your phone back or whatever. I said, cash, okay. So we saved a few cents on that as well. And sure enough, done and done, the phone is back to normal. Now, it's not the same thing as an auto repair from a mechanic and things like that. But, you know, that I have to attribute either to karma or a little bit of luck or whatever's going on in the universe there, because I could have been taken for a little bit more than $100. And, you know, I would have been prepared for it. Not that there's, you know, money to burn or anything like that. But I need that phone to work. And I need it to work right now. And that's how I think we all feel. But anyway, I just wanted to share that story with you. So like I said, sometimes I believe in a little bit of, it could be karma, it could be luck, but definitely I like to believe that anything's possible, and because I'm lucky half the time, life is not too terrible usually, right? Thank you, Universe. I know it takes a long time to get onto the wheel or the screen today, especially when I go on to these long speeches that I try to avoid sometimes. I say I try to avoid, but I don't know if I actually try to avoid them. But I do appreciate every moment everybody could spend. The truth is, as long as everybody's meeting each other in the chat, that's what we're here for. So, Lori's Tech Time has over 1,000 subscribers, getting close to 1,100, or will be soon. This creator brings us a lot of tech reviews of electronic gadgets, and some of those come from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club, but she's also got some other interesting things here, including a tutorial for Procreate, and then Apple iPhone unboxing and Apple Pencil and other things like that. This creator's recently expanded into a lot of video gameplay as well, and she invites viewers to play a couple of very popular games like Battle Cats, which I learned from her, and Among Us, which of course is a worldwide sensation. But Lori's Tech Time is also active on the other social networks. She's doing great on Instagram as well, and she's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time here on Tuberchat. So the Stock Explorer's coming up right now. This is Nora. She's got a couple of channels as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Thank you, Traveling Merton and Sue. Again, I know it's a long wait here on Tuberchat a lot of the time, but I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I'm going to start trying to move through channels again so that we can get as many on in the next 45 minutes or so as possible. The Stock Explorer is already halfway on the road to 1,100 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on this channel. They want to bring us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock markets and crypto markets. I couldn't understand for the life of me what on earth Nora was talking about. I figured when they said, come hang out in the car wash, I figured they were going to do a car wash stream, but at the moment that they said it, I didn't see it. I kept refreshing, and I was able to be on. So I don't know if they actually did it when they were mentioning it or if they did it the next day, but here's a car wash chat and ride, and I missed that. But Nora does a little bit of extra variety on this channel. But what you'll find from this creator is a lot of times they have product in hand. I've seen them go as far as to invest in a stock, order a product, and then unbox that product on a live stream. But Nora does a great job of explaining the basics and fundamentals to get us familiar with the idea of these types of investments, and then as well they get into advanced topics like NFTs and options trading. So sometimes there are charts and graphs to be seen like you see in some of these thumbnails. Sometimes they're having a friendly conversation about what has been going on. I'm going to take the car wash video, I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. But all three types of content on this channel. Now, when we get down to the bottom of the page, we're going to find some familiar faces in their featured channels list, but as well, Tropical Buzz is a second channel from this creator with over 100 subscribers now, where they want to bring us on their journey while they grow different types of plants and things, and then as well, they will educate us about some of the other plant life around them. Also, hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Any tips for helping with views and engagement? Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and more. The first thing that I could probably mention when it comes to the idea of engagement. See, engagements can be a lot of different things. When we're talking about a video, we're talking about likes, we're talking about time spent, we're talking about comments. And then in live streams, it can be a little bit different because simple engagement can be just chat messages and time spent as well. But the analytics usually tell a story. So if you look at your retention numbers, and that means how long are people watching your videos or streams before clicking off, then that can give you an idea of where you might be losing views. And the idea is to keep people watching as long as possible. The biggest YouTubers will say minutes matter most, and what that means is we're like almost race car drivers in the idea that they are constantly trying to shave just 1/10 of a second off of their time. We are trying to make somebody stay just a sliver of time longer. It would be nice to make it a lot longer, but when we talk about averages on channels that eventually have hundreds of videos, we're talking little bits at a time. Swapping playlists can help and things like that. But when you're talking about your actual video production, you want to go and look in the analytics and look at the points where people are leaving the video. And if you notice the things that you're doing right before people leave, that might be able to give you a hint as to how to keep them staying longer by changing the way that you interact with everybody in the videos, if that makes sense. So that's just a first thought without putting any other, without putting too many minutes of thought into it. So forgive me for that, but I'll try to come up with some better ideas that we can talk about here. And thank you, Sam. So Kaden Vlogs is here with 213 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 300 that they're thinking about. This creator is bringing us pure variety in vlogs and a lot of other almost like they say random chit chats and things like that, but they want to do tech reviews as well as adventures, possibly vacations. And then they've got a second channel as well that we're going to look at called K3D. Now, Kaden Vlogs and K3D have been with Tuberchat now for what's getting on a couple of months. So definitely a loyal and dedicated supporter, and I'm hoping we can encourage them. They're halfway on the road to the first 100 on their second channel. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone right now. We know that the climb to the first 100 is more challenging than ever. Kaden Vlogs has been through it once, but we'd love to help them get through it the second time, as long as everybody's doing as much as we possibly can for each other. Then we see creators hitting those different milestones and reaching those goals all the time. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster now. So next up is Kaiser Gaming YT, and that is actually a channel from Chris's Clever Craft. I thought I didn't put you on the wheel, and I was wrong. I did actually. I put Kaiser Gaming YT. So Chris's Clever Craft actually has 4 channels. I'm just going to grab a video here because I can see I'm behind on this gaming channel. He's got a couple of others. So let's go to Chris's Clever Craft and see what else he's got going on. Pardon me. And then Chris's Clever Craft, when we look at the bottom of his page, we see his other channels. He's got Phasmonut, that's another gaming channel. Let me just hit it quickly. We'll go to his main channel in a moment. I've missed a few videos there, but I've somewhat caught up. It's almost impossible as your channel grows to keep up with everybody as much as you might like, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be fine. Tip the Table's another 4th channel that Chris's Clever Craft has got going on. We'll look forward to some more content over there as well. Connection of Lives and Interests says, do people know there is a way to check a box to make sure they get the community post notifications? They stumbled onto that the other day. I'm going to have to go and look for that because I don't believe that I've even seen a specific checkbox made for community post notifications. I'm just going to make a note for myself. And I'll look into that, but that will be somewhat helpful for sure. Community posts seem to do really, really, really well. Chris's Clever Craft has had them for a while because he's well over 500 subscribers, halfway on the road to 6 now. This creator has an interesting property, and they bring us both indoors and outdoors and other places, sometimes for a look around, sometimes for a story to be told, sometimes for work to be done or a do-it-yourself video. They also expand their variety into product reviews and unboxing type videos occasionally, as well as shout out videos for other creators. Chris's Clever Craft has already gotten into series as well, where they showed us an interesting concept in the idea of trading some work, some literal manual labor, for a car, which is really, really cool. And I think a lot of the world is getting back into a little bit of that by the sound of it. So it's not a bad idea to understand how negotiations like that can work. Chris's Clever Craft is doing a lot of indoor renovation type work for that, and we get to see all of that in that series. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. Chris's Clever Craft is another creator who brings a lot of fun everywhere he goes. Mark the Shark, I was wearing your hat yesterday. I've got it right beside me here today. I actually took that out last night, I think, as well. I can't remember if I did or not. I was outdoor live streaming last night after Tuberchat for a short period. I lost the stream due to some kind of weird screen malfunction. I don't know what was going on, but everything looked like it was scrambled, like there was government interference or something. We know there wasn't, but I have an idea. Actually, I should make a note about that too. Because I don't want to forget to solve that problem, and I might have a very helpful tip if I'm right about it. And then Jeremy D-Day is here right now. This is JD Knight 7 with a second channel, as a matter of fact, and he's been with me for over 2.5 years, and from the beginning of Tuberchat as well. Jeremy D-Day has 534 subscribers on this channel. He's got thousands, over 4,000 on his second channel. So he brings pure variety here, including the Reese Peanut Butter Cup taste test, which I was interested to see what he'd have to say. I didn't like them as much as I thought I would like to. We don't always get all of that stuff here in Canada. Not every product comes out with every single flavor. I do love white chocolate. I do love Reese, but I didn't like that combination as much as I thought I might. But JD Knight 7 brings a different brand of variety on this channel. I'm just going to take another video from them, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up here. And as you can see, he's got over 4,300, almost 4,400 subscribers right now. And then as well, let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I should add some more names to the wheel from our chat list. I'll do that in a second. Don Ray B has been with us pretty much for the whole stream. I'll get to as many as I can in the next half hour or so. Sunday Night Crime Time is Oracles and Beyond, actually, with a second channel. We'll see what they've got going on here. I'm going to get Don Ray B onto our Wheel of Doom. And then Facing Reality. Facing Reality is actually coming up right now. Traveling Merton and Sue, let me know if you're still here. It would be your time to be on the wheel right now. Jan Hines will come up right this second. And then I'll add some more names as we need them. Sunday Night Crime Time, like I said, is the second channel from Cassie from Oracles and Beyond with her friend Molly now. The Ace Deuce family, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. 152 subscribers they have on this channel right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We know that True crime is a huge category, especially when it comes to podcasting, and a lot of podcasters are expanding into YouTube as well now because it's a great platform for that kind of content. Garden State Gardener, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Joe's done that many times. That's the creator behind Sunday Fun Day and a lot of other fun on his channel. He is an extremely generous and loyal and dedicated supporter. Garden State, my dear goodness, Garden State Gardener is on my list now. I'll put that channel up in another second because they dropped that super chat on us. We'll look at them before we spin the wheel again. Oracles and Beyond is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And this creator brings us Oracle readings more than anything else on their channel. Now, they do expand into shorts and videos of different types as well, but they've got a huge collection of decks by now. As a matter of fact, this is another new deck reveal. But they've got other friends that join them on their channel and give more readings. So this can give you an idea as to what's been going on in your life, what's happening now, what could be to come. And Cassie has been a dear friend of Tuberchat for a very long time, so I hope everybody will connect with her on both of those channels. When we look at Garden State Gardener, this is Joe. This is the creator that just dropped another super chat on us. He's done that many times before. I can see I'm behind with you. I'm just going to take one of these videos. This is your Sunday Fun Day registration video. Now, this is an interesting live stream because when you get a chance to visit Garden State Gardener on their channel for the Sunday Fun Day live stream, you're going to find a chat that rolls even faster than Tuberchat, rivaling those of, I would like to say Scratch and PPA, but that thing's just out of control. And then Hilda DC and other busy chats like that. It is a really wild time. He's got some giveaways and things that he does. But this creator does a lot of work being what I might call the glue between a lot of friendships that have grown and flourished on YouTube. He has a different kind of charisma than we typically see, where Joe is able to, I think, just instinctively match up a lot of creators that have friendships that flourish. You know, and he's the anchor there, if nothing else. If, you know, I say glue, the anchor maybe. He's done so many shout out videos for so many creators. He's always trying to help people hit milestones and goals. He brings a lot of fun into everything that he does. And like I said, Sunday Fun Day is a great staple for his channel. Now, of course, with Garden State Gardener, you're going to get a lot of outdoor activity as well. But he does tons and tons and tons of videos. There's Joe right there. But he brings a lot of other creators into his channel. See some probably familiar faces there. He's done a few of these with Tuberchat, Rambling with the Brums, who was here earlier. You'll often, I believe, see Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead with Joe as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Joe from Garden State Gardener. And like I said, he's a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Not to mention, he's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support him when we get there. Devil Dog, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Sparkles Hope Chest is in the house. It's always good to see you. And 12 Stones Ranch, it's good to have you back. Let me put up Janet Homestead where you are. This creator wants to help us understand and inspire us and encourage us to engage in homesteading activities no matter where we are. You don't necessarily have to have hundreds and hundreds of acres of forestry and water and everything else to be able to engage in homesteading activities and self-sufficiency and possibly even preparedness. This creator is getting close to 600 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even up and over that milestone. They've been with Tuberchat for quite some time now. It's getting on months. You see some familiar faces in their featured channels list as well, and they're bringing us, I believe, all three types of content. Let me look one more time for shorts again, or if I'm going to be mistaken about that. Yeah, shorts, videos, and of course live streams. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. But I just think this is a unique spin on a homesteading channel to try to encourage other creators of different types by saying, and viewers, that that they can engage in some of these homesteading activities no matter where they are. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that and the support that comes back from Janet from Homestead Where You Are when you connect with them. Bose Pixel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another longtime friend of Tuberchat. Forgive me for anybody I'm missing in the chat. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. We're doing fantastic today at 96 again. And those thumbs up really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time. I'm going to get some more names on the wheel in another couple of moments. Jan Hines is here right now with over 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 they're thinking about. I'm just going to hit their videos tab and grab their latest video so that I can make sure I don't fall any farther behind with them. When we look at when we look at Jan Hines, we can see that Life with Jan is a second channel from this creator as well. Now this channel's got 54 subscribers right now, already more than halfway on the road to the first 100. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. So I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And Facing Reality's wondering about Bautissimo. Yes. Sometimes the robots disappear. It's always frustrating when they do. You got to be careful about the promises you make, especially if you start getting robots involved, because you have to be able to make up for mistakes that they might make. We've seen a couple of times where the robots haven't shown up the way they should, but it's usually just a glitch that gets fixed by the next stream. So Tori's Brain Games is up here right now. We're going to get a great look at this channel on Monday when they're featured, as a matter of fact. And today's featured channel is Overton, Son of a King. And then as well, we've got Carlene Geisha up tomorrow. Tomorrow. James Money 615, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Pardon me just for a second. We'll talk about Tori's Brain Games. This creator wants to bring us games that we can play together in the chat that will challenge the mind, but they're meant to be fun for everyone as well. And I've had the pleasure of hanging out with Tori's Brain Games on several live streams. I'm sure everybody will have a great time while they're there. Thank you everybody for the 100 thumbs up again. I really do appreciate that. Hopefully we'll get a few more so that we can keep that locked in as well. We know YouTube plays games with all of our numbers, but I really do appreciate that extra support from everybody. And then as well, Tori's Brain Games is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They're here with us almost every day in Tuberchat. They happen to be live right now. They're just doing a test, but we know that there'll be fresh content on this channel when we get there. And then, like I said, we'll get a better look at their channel on Monday when they're featured. Facing Reality. Yeah, I wonder about that, eh? I wonder if there's a way to do that easily. There probably is with all the robots, where you could get them to give you a message back if you actually say hello. We all are brand new at this at some point. Everybody starts at zero. I was new at all of this many years ago too. And sometimes when brand new people come in, they don't know right away that Nightbot or Bautissimo or Stream Elements or whatever are different robots, so it takes a moment. And it's always fun to see somebody say hello to Nightbot, knowing that he's never going to respond. Wellness with Tammy, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Eccentrically Mindful Parrot Investigations, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, if this is your first time with Tuberchat, or if there might be a slight name change there, or I could be mistaken, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Cali King 916 is here from Sacramento, California, and an interesting thing happened today. Another creator named Annabelle TV actually gifted 5 memberships here on Tuberchat for the 3rd time. And Cali King 916 actually was a recipient of one of those memberships. So I've got you on the wheel right away as a member, because we always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Kelly and Tammy's Journeys in the house. She Devil Adventures. It's good to see you here as well. And Woman Outdoors has 870 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 we know they must be thinking about. And I'm always doing well. Hopefully you are too. Eccentrically mindful. And as well, if anybody hasn't already mentioned the idea of swapping playlists, if that's something you're interested in doing with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Don Ray B, yeah, I it's hard to remember accurately now, but I believe that I tried to ban Nightbot the first time that I ever saw them, because they were timing me out for something I didn't think was appropriate, and it's probably capital letters or something. The Aqua Adventure, good to see you here for the first time. Sorry, the Aqua Adventurer, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. As well, I see Cliff Hefner in the house. It's good to have you back. Thank you for coming in. And then as well, we're looking at Woman Outdoors. This creator comes to us from Pennsylvania. They bring us a lot of outdoor activities, including camping, outdoor cooking, fishing, bushcraft, knife collecting, and hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. But one of the biggest things I enjoy about this particular channel is the fact that they're able to bring us all 4 seasons being in Pennsylvania. So we get to see snow, we get to see sun, we get to, you know, get an idea of the heat and the cold, the rain, and all the different things that they have to deal with while they bring these outdoor activities, and they take us to interesting places as well. This channel was recently featured on Tuberchat. Woman Outdoors is an incredibly supportive creator. When I am out bouncing in between premieres and live streams for other creators, I run into them regularly, and I'm sure you will too after you connect with them. Come Hither with Heather comes to us from Australia. They bring us explorations of abandoned locations as well as paranormal investigations, and a little bit of variety mixed in. Come Hither with Heather is somebody I've had the pleasure of joining on their stream panel when they did a special video for Scratch and PPA when he was on the way towards monetization. We'll be happy to know that Scratch and PPA is now officially monetized, but it's wonderful to see creators go the extra mile to try to help each other with things like watch hours. And then thank you, She Devil's Adventures. It goes up and down, but Tuberchat is always fairly busy. My recommendation for anybody that's brand new in the chat is just to take your time, meet people one by one. We're going to have over 100 creators here every single day, and there's lots of time to meet lots of different people. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, with the exception of this coming Friday. We won't be here. I'll post the streams in advance, but I have something special starting on another channel on Friday that's going to take my entire day, and then we'll be back to the regular schedule the week after. And then Come Hither with Heather is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They bring a little bit more variety on their channel as well. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos when we look at Werner's Adventures. These two creators are very much connected as they happen to be partners. They do similar content. Werner's Adventures does more explorations of abandoned locations on their channel as well. Operation Capsaicin. Thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They've done that before. Facing Reality is up right now because I spun the wheel, but we're actually going to look at Operation Capsaicin next because of that super chat. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Ali's Crafts Pursuits is going to be up on the wheel because they happen to be a member. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. And then Facing Reality's up here now with almost 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther up towards that milestone, maybe even up and over. This creator comes to us from Jamaica and brings pure variety on her channel. She tells us she brings positive messages in a fun way. She certainly does, both here in Tuberchat and outside. I run into her constantly, not just supporting but also engaging in conversation. I'm just going to set a couple of notifications for a couple things she's got going on, and I can see I'm behind, so I'm going to take one of these longer live streams and put it in my catch-up list. When it comes to these notifications, I'm recommending to everybody to just put notifications on for everything you see, whether they are premieres or live streams, whether you think you can make it or not, because it sends an engagement signal into the algorithm. And that's of interest, of course, right? So we always want to do as much as we possibly can to help each other. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Facing Reality. She recently changed up that avatar, and this creator, like I said, is incredibly engaging. Somebody who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way. And then Facing Reality says their internet is acting up. I know mine has not been perfect yesterday and today. I don't know how much buffering we're doing or anything like that, but we'll just keep it going for a little while longer. Operation Capsaicin has 185 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. What this creator is going to bring us on their channel more than anything else is the idea about how we can grow our own different peppers, and describing to us the different aspects of these different things. I know that peppers themselves have become just a sensation. I don't know if they always were or the internet enhanced that, but we have these, one chip challenges. We have lots of wing contests that have gone on for, I don't know, I guess since the beginning of wings, right? And I myself can't take the heat, but Operation Capsaicin can help us understand what might be the right kind of hot sauces of different flavors for ourselves as well. They let me know about one, which I still haven't got, named Crystal, but I will eventually find that. I just haven't had an opportunity to have anything that was going to require that. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos, put it in my catch-up list, because I can see I'm behind, and that will help me catch up a little bit. I didn't mean to click on that video, but that's okay. I'm just adding that into my catch-up list right now. Operation Capsaicin has 185 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. When we look at their channel, of course, we see all three types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. So I'm just going to drop a link into the chat here. And what we're going to do after Tuberchat in another 15 minutes or so is go over to the copyright-free music channel. For those of you who haven't already seen it, all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams. It's available on all major music platforms, but we also have a channel set up with a virtual 24-hour live stream where you can meet more friends and family members the same way that we are here. There's a lot of fun there. And then the music's all on that YouTube channel as well. Trish the Natural is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel for today. And then Let's Try Gardening just gave the 186th subscriber to Operation Capsaicin, which is great. And then Trish the Natural is up here right now. She wants to help us understand how we can care for natural hair. And that can include tips, tricks, techniques, and products that we can use. And the channel expands into a few more categories, of course, like wigs and weaves. But the bulk of what we're going to find here is how to care for natural hair. So I'm just going to grab the latest video and put it in my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with this creator, make sure I don't fall behind. Trish the Natural is here with us just about every single day and has 415 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 we know that they will be thinking about, if not already. I'm just going to see what I can do about grabbing a couple of more names onto our wheel from our chat list. I'm not sure if Cosmic Cultivators is still here. All that fluff and stuff is on the wheel. I know they've been with us from the beginning. Let's Try Gardening. I pinned that link so anybody can go over there anytime, but we'll all go over and raid in a little while. The Ace Deuce family. And we'll spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'm going to start rifling through channels because we've been on for almost 2.5 hours now. And I'll add some more names to our wheel in another moment. Ali's Crafts Pursuits is coming up. This is another longtime friend of Tuberchat. They mix up the content on their channel. And Ali's Crafts Pursuits is now over 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200. They're going to be thinking about, they bring all 3 types of content on their channel as well, including shorts, videos, and live streams. Ali's Crafts Pursuits will get involved in a lot of crafting, but also plays a lot of video games on her channel. And it's interesting to see because she actually plays a few games that have to do with crafting as well, which is really interesting to see because they can make a video game out of literally anything now. And I'm kind of amazed. Oh, pardon me, if Woman Outdoors was asking about the music. So I've got to do some updating, but the first 5 collections of music, you'll see what I mean when you get there, should have MP3 download links at the bottoms of all the descriptions. It's just kind of a hint for the Tuberchat audience or community, right? Where you can get over there and download those MP3s and then use them, you know, and I own it all, so you don't have to worry about copyrights and stuff like that. It's published everywhere. It's on Amazon, iTunes, Deezer, Tidal, everywhere. And you can even use them in the other social networks. Like, for instance, you'll notice I use it in the Instagram stories that we put out every day. But I'll try to clean up the rest of those download links and get the last 18 songs or so that don't have them yet. But if you know how to scrape the music out of there, you can. And of course, the music is all instrumental. So the live stream that runs, you could literally just run that or a replay in the background of your own stream, and you don't have to worry about being sung over or spoken over or anything else. So Ali's Craft Pursuits, hopefully everybody will connect with this creator. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. They happen to be a member, so we had put them on the wheel right away as well. And I'm just going to grab our link again. I'll just drop that into the chat. All that fluff and stuff is coming up next. Some creators that literally just run the music on another device in the background. If you do know how to add it in, you can. One of these days I hope to get to some tutorials or something like that. But I've been barking up that tree for 2 years now. Scratching PPA's got to be rolling his eyes at this point when I say I'm going to make videos someday. All that fluff and stuff has over 1,200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,300 that they're thinking about. I've got another live stream that they've got coming up. I set my reminder for that. That's going to be for us on Monday. But all that fluff and stuff is actually in Australia, so their time zone is way off of where I am in Ontario, Canada. But either way, you get the notification in your own time zone, which is great. They bring all 3 types of content, including shorts, videos, and live streams. Now, I can see I'm behind. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. I'm going to take your pet care video for today, and then we'll see where we are after that. all that fluff and stuff is known for bringing us on the water for a lot of different activities, including mud crabbing, fishing, snorkeling, and other types of things. But they've done a lot of live streams where they've done cooking videos as well. One of the hints that they give us is that they've found success in making a shorts video to promote their long form content. So you can think about that. Allie's Crafts Pursuits, yes. We'll spin the wheel, we'll get the Ace Deuce family up here, and we'll see what's happening with them. Kristen is trying to put together a room for us. We used to use it as a spare room, but it hasn't been used so much that way in a long time. It is the room in which I do Tuberchat. We got a few things in here, but she's hoping to get it set so we can film a little bit more. But I've got another project coming up on my personal channel starting this coming Friday, and we'll see how it works. I don't know what to expect yet. I'm cautiously optimistic, but that might lead into the opportunity for me to make a lot more videos, because I'll have another place where I can film and a lot of different audio and video equipment already set up, where I can go through setup processes and tutorials and things like that, and we'll see. So the Ace Deuce family is here with 2,600 subscribers. They're actually well on the way towards 2,700. It's been a while since they've been here. I know I'm behind. I'm going to grab another video from them to catch up with. Their channel's about everyday living, mukbang, party, cooking, challenges, and grocery hauls. You can see them cooking, drinking, talking, and much more, as well as live streams. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that variety. That means all three types of content on this channel. I'm just going to take their fishing day video to give me something to catch up with, and I put that into my catch-up list. I'll run that within the next day or two. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm really rifling through videos because, like I said, we've been on for almost 2.5 hours right now. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And this particular week coming up, we're just going to skip Friday, and we'll be back to the regular schedule the next week. Let's Try Gardening is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Let me just hit their About page. They've just started posting. They've got 15 subscribers right now. We'd love to encourage them by pushing them a little bit farther towards the 20 that they're thinking about right now. We'll get them moving on the road to the first 100. I'm just grabbing some names out of our chat list to add on to our wheel as well. And then if you're still watching or listening but haven't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll get you onto the wheel right this moment. And then Let's Try Gardening is talking about taking a look at their garden while they care for it. They will share both their successes and fails. Their wish is so that while they experiment with different types of gardening, we're able to learn from the lessons that they share, whether it's good or bad, and then we can have a better time for ourselves. Life with Mountain Folk, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Kelly's and Tammy's Journey is still here. The Aqua Adventurer. And let me spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up next. I'm going to drop the link shortly. There's a couple people filtering in on the music stream, and we can go over there and raid. Everybody can hit it whenever they would like. But the live redirect is also set, so if you have your autoplay on, it will send you over there automatically. And there's more ways to meet people over there. It's kind of the same thing that we do over here. You can meet more friends and family members, but as well, there's kind of a video game thing going that runs by the chat, and then as well, there are link drops over there, and Nightbot will help you take care of those, pardon me, very easily. So the Aqua Adventurer is brand new to Tuberchat. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos and I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch that video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well and you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here, like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world. The only exception, I try never to take a day off from Tuberchat unless I absolutely have to, so that when I absolutely have to, then it's not a problem. So we're going to skip out on this particular upcoming Friday, and then we'll be right back. ASMR Moochie Oi, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. The Gathering Within is a fellow Canadian. They bring us an interesting take on relaxing content where they mix up visuals and audio like you might expect when you get here, but they also add in guided affirmations that can help us with meditation and other relaxing activities. So I've spoken about this channel many times in the idea that it could be used as almost a utility as well, whether you want something to sit, watch, listen to, and enjoy, or if you need something to run in the background while you're doing other tasks. Somebody like me who often works on a computer might have something like that going. We all could use some kind of relaxing content at some point, but The Gathering Within is Jennifer. She's an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, has been for a very long time here with Tuberchat, and I see her out supporting other creators all the time as well. She was actually just over hanging out in the music stream again today for a little while before we had started. I'm just going to grab her latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That will help me to get caught up, and hopefully we'll push this channel a little bit farther towards the 1,300 subscribers that they're thinking about. Kelly and Tammy Adventures is coming up next. Kelly and Tammy's Journey is coming up now. Let me get this channel up on the screen and see what they've got going on. Kelly and Tammy's Journey has 133 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 140 they're thinking about, a little bit farther towards the 200 that'll be around the corner. I'm still getting to know this particular channel, but you can see that they've got shorts and videos as well as streams, so all three types of content. So I'm going to take another video from them, and this is going to be a Kelly's Shrimp Dip. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up a little bit, get to know a little bit more content. One of the reasons I like putting channels on the screen this way is so that over time I get to know the channels better. Over weeks and months I get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I often get to know creators that can help me promote your channel better every time you're here. Anybody can reach out anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. They love cruising and going on vacations, as well as it looks like they're giving us a great look at their home life as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. I'm just spinning the wheel. We'll get another channel on the screen. I'll drop our link again in another few minutes. We'll do that a couple more times. Devil Dog is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. This is an incredibly supportive creator as well. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into Devil Dog regularly. It's a bit of a popular name for a channel, as you can see, so we want to tell YouTube with the filters that we're looking for a channel, and then when you get there, just match the avatar that you see here on the screen. They've got 679 subscribers. We want to make sure we've got the right channel, and then over time, as we search, find, and click on each other's names, we will rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Devil Dog. Courtney Shanice Reviews, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs, I should have added you onto the wheel earlier. They happen to be a member. We've had a couple of creators come through and gift a lot of memberships lately. Emotion did it last week. He's done that a couple of times, and Annabelle TV did it for the third time today. It's an incredibly generous thing to do. We've seen Serenity Studio Art do that as well, and now 5 more people are enjoying the benefits of membership for the rest of the month because of what Annabelle TV did today. So I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Gloria Andrea's platter is up here right now. This creator brings us delicious looking content, and that could be in the form of shorts, videos, and live streams. I can see I'm behind with her as well, so I'm going to take one of these videos, add it into my catch-up list. She often uses our copyright-free music in the background of some of her cooking live streams. One of the things she does while she streams is put a lot of consideration into preparation, so that we get to see the cooking of an entire meal, but she's considerate about the idea of not making us wait while she gets the ingredients together, which is really, really cool. Not to mention, you know, she's always got delicious looking content on her channel, and she expands into other types of adventures, like taking us through grocery stores and things like that. And then it may seem that way, eccentrically mindful, and I do appreciate the compliment, but I miss a lot. I try to get to know creators. It becomes easier over time, right? It's no different. I know this might sound ridiculous, but it's not much different than having a, you know, CD collection, or, you know, cassette tapes if you're anything in, you know, into that, or Funko Pop figures, or, you know, collectible cards or dolls or toys or anything else, right? When we think about all the different channels we're going to learn about, every single day you're just learning a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. And, you know, a lot of things that people do in their videos can trigger memories for you, even in the way they name their channels, or in the different, you know, categories that they engage in. So I'll show you an example. Like here, Caliking916 is somebody who comes into Tuberchat frequently, but not necessarily every day. But I remember that they came to us from Sacramento, California, and as I got to watch a few of their videos, I got to get an idea of what they're all about. They went to a lot of car shows and things like that, and kind of gave us a look. Most of us have, in major cities near to us or where we live, those kind of car meets where people are kind of bringing their done-up vehicles. There's loud music all the time and big crowds and things like that. And Caliking916 was able to give us a look at what that's like in their hometown. But as well, now they've expanded out into the rest of their area and giving us a real-world look at Sacramento, California. And there's a bit of extra variety on this channel. That's just one. But, you know, it's no different than, you know, maybe a better way to put it is, you know, friends that you make in life, you get to know them over time. And then when you describe them to other people, you can describe the different aspects that you've learned. That might be a better way of putting it, I'm not sure. And we're going to look at eccentrically mindful parrot investigations right now. I actually find it easier to remember the longer names of channels than I do the shorter ones most often. Not always. As you notice, I do talk endlessly for 2.5 straight hours when we're here as well. So this is a brand new channel for Tuberchat. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And right now we're looking at Don Ray B. This is another creator who seems to be with us just about every day lately. They've been giving us an unbelievable amount of support on both Tuberchat and our copyright-free music channel. They've come through many times before. I've pinned the link for that. We'll go over there and look at that in another moment. I'll drop the link another couple of times. And then connection of lives and interest. You are on the wheel. You've been on the wheel for a little while now. I know it's been a long wait today, but yeah, I've got you on the wheel right under Don Ray B. As a matter of fact, you're now in the pole position on the wheel. Thank you, Chris's Clever Craft. It's always a pleasure having you here. I'm hoping we can catch up sometime soon. I've had a really, really busy summer. You know, I work outdoors, so that's my excuse for not being in enough contact, but Chris's Clever Craft has been a great friend for a long time. Dawn Ray B, I'm just going to read her about page for a quick second. And she recently moved to 4 acres. It's a dream come true for her. She wants to share that with us, not to mention try to encourage everybody to chase dreams like that, because it's absolutely possible to have, you know, kind of the lifestyle you want to the kind of lifestyle you envision for yourself. You can make that a reality, right? And then hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find here. 235 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther towards the 300 that she's thinking about. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And then Alan's Awesome Keto World, I'm going to get you onto the wheel right away. We're looking at ASMR Moochie Moochie Oi, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel. I'm just getting to know them because they're brand new. They've been with us once before. I think maybe more than once, but I thought it was once before. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of their latest videos. I'm going to add that into my watch later list, and that will give me the opportunity to watch that video in full, and I will leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video while I watch it. I will give a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully they have our notification bell on as well, so they don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Let's Try Gardening. Thanks for coming in again. We are back again tomorrow, of course, a few hours earlier than today. Alan's Awesome Keto World is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I had the mic muted for just a quick second. We're just talking about dinner, which is going to be right after we're done Tuberchat here. Alan's Awesome Keto World is approaching 2,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This creator is going to introduce us to how they prepare a lot of different things involved in a keto type lifestyle. So hopefully we can take inspiration from that, the idea of healthy living, healthy eating. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, I'm still getting to know this creator, but I'm going to take another video. I'm going to put it in my catch-up list. That will help me get to know their channel a little bit better. And of course, they're bringing all 3 types of content with shorts, videos, and live streams. So pardon me while I rifle literally through the last few channels. Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Don Ray B. Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is coming in, and we'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. I believe this creator originally came to us from our dear friend Michael's Adventures, who's part of our moderator squad. He's a dear friend, but he's just not here today because he happens to be working. He should be back tomorrow. Connection of Lives and Interest, I can see on behind. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos. It's an unboxing. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That will help me to catch up with you a little bit. They've got 611 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that they're thinking about. They do gardening, crafting, painting, shopping hauls, repurposing items, as well as shout outs, which is great. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find when you get to this channel. As well, I see your banner there with a nicely preserved, beautiful vehicle. We have lots of those where I live, close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. Lots and lots and lots of done up cars and preserved, like Oh, can I remember the name that you use for keeping up with these vehicles? They're just gorgeous. There's lots of people with tons of them. They do, meetups and things like that. So you see them driving around constantly. Courtney Shanice Reviews, a longtime friend of Tuberchat as well. This creator does, of course, reviews. Cosmic Cultivators. I've got you on the wheel right now. Mark the Shark's over in the music stream serving drinks already. And then the Aqua Adventurer. What's your top 3 ideas to sustain your YouTube channel? It's a bit of a loaded question. We're right at the end of the stream, so pardon me. I don't mean to deflect, but I'll try to be as quick as I can. The number one thing that I think about a channel is this. If you can get to a place where you're posting at least one piece of quality content per week, it's not up to me or anybody else to decide what quality is. That's up to you. But if you can do that once every week, that's enough to make a channel grow on its own. The things we're doing here just speed up the process so we can get to our goals and climb the ladder a little bit faster. The other thing too is the fact that YouTube is a social network, whether we want to call it that or not. And a big part, especially if we're going to engage in things like Tuberchat here, is the idea of generosity and supporting others. I believe wholeheartedly in the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. And we see and hear in the stories that I tell and the channels that I show on the screen how that has played out over the last couple of years. All the things you wish that people would do for your channel, you want to go out and do those for other people's channels. The third thing I could probably give you, and forgive me because I didn't put any thought into it, is the idea of reading your analytics. Even if you don't like them, you don't have to be a nerd and a geek like I am. I love charts, I love graphs, I can stare at numbers all day, but I know that not everybody enjoys it as much. If you read your analytics regularly, you will eventually start to see patterns that will help you understand how your videos and channel are performing so that you can make improvements. And one of the biggest things is the idea of minutes matter most. And that means that once you get somebody onto your video, you want to keep them there as long as possible. It's more important than a like, more important than a comment, more important possibly than another subscriber as well. You want to keep people watching. So if you can follow those couple of ideas or at least adapt them into your own strategy, hopefully you can find that helpful. So forgive me, like I said, that's a loaded question just because we're at the end of a stream. Courtney Shanice Reviews, of course, does a lot of product reviews and unboxings. She's a very much loved and well-respected creator and has been a friend of Tuberchat for a long time. She's approaching 1,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. And then yes, so Connection of Lives and Interest is asking about posting at the same time every week. Now here's the thing, YouTube might start to tell you after a bit of time when the ideal time to post will be for you. But it's almost like a two-headed coin or double-edged sword, however you want to put it. If you post, like let's say Scratch and PPA for instance, he has posted for a year and a half now, every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail. His videos are always between 5 and 15 minutes long. It is so consistent, it might be the most consistent channel that I have seen in 5 years on YouTube. If we were to go into Scratch and PPA's analytics, I would bet that they would tell him the best time to post is Tuesday at around noon Eastern, because that's what he's been doing. So the problem is you kind of skew the results by doing it. Not that it's not true, but the biggest thing is you got to post consistently when you can. Realistically, we all have lives, we all have other things we have to deal with. If you can't post at 4 in the morning in your time zone, then of course it wouldn't make sense to even attempt to do that. What I tell everybody as an idea, I try not to tell everybody what they should or shouldn't do, as opposed to bring the experience that I do have in the discussions we have here to add to the knowledge you already have and what you're going to continue to learn so you can make your own decisions. But what I often say when you don't know when to post or don't have an idea is try 9 a.m. on Saturday in your time zone. zone. If not Saturday, probably Sunday or Friday. If not, then Monday or Thursday. And if not, then Tuesday and Wednesday. If you can't do it at 9 a.m., that's okay. You want to catch as much traffic on the way up on a busy day as possible. More people seem to be watching entertainment on the weekends than any other day. But these are just guidelines, and they're not even like anything set in stone. That's pure opinion. I don't even want to call it advice. So do with it what you will, but it's an idea. When posting a video and you don't necessarily have an idea, I would aim for 9 a.m. Saturday. And if you can't do that, or if you're going to do a live stream, you want a bigger audience. You don't necessarily want to catch them on the way up. You want to catch them when they're there. So I would do a live stream at noon or in the early afternoon on that day. Ultimately, you have to do it when you can. And you can find a lot of other guides and ideas that will tell you. Over time, YouTube will try to predict for you as well. So hopefully that's the smallest bit helpful. Cosmic Cultivators is coming up next. When we look at Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve, this was Jennifer Angel, rhymes with danger. This is somebody who brings a lot of fun and energy everywhere that they go, both here and in my other channels. The reason why I mention that is just so you can understand what kind of support you'll get back from a creator like this after you connect with them. But Jen truly is fun. She brings us through her homesteading channel for a lot of homesteading activities, but a lot of family fun behind the scenes as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that. She's always engaging and brings us a lot of support on, like I said, my other channels as well, including the music channel we're going to go and see in another moment. Cosmic Cultivators is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. I'm going to drop the link one more time for our raid that we'll go to with the music channel. For those of you who haven't seen it, you can continue meeting more friends and family members over there the same way that we do here. There are link drops. Nightbot has a command you can use to just drop your link, and there's a bit of fun over there with a video game, and of course the music's playing as well. It's all copyright free stuff. Cosmic Cultivators has almost 1,200 subscribers. This is a homesteading channel that put a lot of consideration into their name. When we talk about popular names and the fact that they might struggle with the search results for a while, Cosmic Cultivators took a strategy to go the other way. Whereas when you hear the idea Cosmic Cultivators, it may take you a moment, or they might have to explain what the channel is, but they will be #1 in the search results all the time from day one, which is really, really cool. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They're doing a lot of preserving of their harvest. I'm just taking a notification here for another live stream that they've got coming up tonight in a couple of hours. Hopefully everybody will join them if you can. I'm going to try, but I've got my notification on there. And like I said, almost 1,200 subscribers. They've been generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to Tuberchat for a while. Last channel that we're going to look at is Justin Mello Music and Vlogs. He's been a friend of Tuberchat for a long time, maybe even from the beginning. That's 450 episodes ago, and more than 2 years now. And Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs shares more than most creators I've ever seen. He is definitely right at the top of the list when it comes to creators who share for others. He does that on Twitter. He does it in our Facebook group and lots of other places as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that kind of support coming in from him. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to, but thank you everybody for the time that you spent. We almost went 3 hours today, a little bit overtime, but that's okay. I've dropped the link for the music channel. You can come over there, keep meeting people the same way that we are here. Your live redirect will set if your autoplay is on, and we will see everybody again over there, and then a few hours earlier than today on Tuberchat tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.